Hello fellow leggers, you're joining us. We are out and about, the sun is out, and we are at Curve Leicester
to see a wonderful concert boasting an incredible cast and creative, and that is the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yes, we are here to praise the Lord tonight.
Lord Lloyd Webber.
Yes. So stick around, find out all of our thoughts, find out how many stars.
And whether it's break a leg
or
leg it.
Do you remember how to do that bit?
Just.
So, the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Who's he? Is he known? Is he new?
He's only
done
arguably probably the world's most famous
the Godfather
composer of musical theatre numbers.
Modern UK theatre, maybe?
Would you say? I would say he's as big as Sondheim, right? Where's the Andrew Lloyd Webber Theatre?
As big as Sondheim.
As big as Sondheim.
Yes, I can agree with that.
Yes, and but quite different style-y, I would say. He's very. What's that there? What's going on under your eye, love?
I don't know. I've not left the house.
Do that.
Okay, we're all sorted now.
Gosh. Yes, so I would say quite different in style to Sondheim, but has boasted at the fingers of Lloyd Webber some of the musical theatre standards that have really stood the test of time, haven't they?
Yeah.
Since the 1960s, starting with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat,
Cats, Sunset Boulevard,
Tell Me on a Sunday,
Star Express,
yes, and
Cinderella coming out this year,
School of Rock. More recently.
I mean, there's loads. She's quite a superstar. Did we say that already?
If you don't know him, what the hell are you doing here? Like why are you on our channel? That makes no sort of sense.
We don't even need to introduce him, really.
No, we don't.
He has been pushing and championing theatre opening all through the lockdowns.
Yeah, he has, and he was the first out for vaccine trials. He's arguably been doing more for theatre reopening post-COVID than anybody else, arguably.
And that's who we're here for, to celebrate the music of.
With some amazing musical theatre names. We've got Magdalena Alberto, who played the title role in Evita when it was at the Dominion Theatre.
Yep.
Pretty sure we saw her in On Your Feet as well.
I think
she's incredible.
Didn't
you
love
her?
Yeah.
Who doesn't? We've also got Tim Howard, who's played Phantom in Phantom of the Opera, and of course, almost synonymous with Lloyd Webber nowadays, Rhea Jones.
She's always been, the two of them have been like that for years.
She originated the role of Norma Desmond in the, when it was at when it was in Lloyd Webber's garden. I say garden.
In the conservatory.
In the massive theatre he's got at the end of his garden. We've also got Shema Mari James and Jessica Daly, so a few new names in musical theatre as well, more up-and-comers. Running time 2 hours 40, including interval of 20 minutes.
Epic
so
Webber.
A full show, directed by the Curve artistic director, Nikolai Foster, and we have said it's brace yourself for smoke, haze, flashing lights and pyrotechnics. Hey, we're getting a bang in the Curve tonight. Looking forward to it.
So stick around, fellow leggers, for our 30-second interval breakdown.
Yeah, until the end to find out how many stars and all of our thoughts.
Fellow leggers, we have come to the interval, which means it is time for the breaker leggers 30-second interval breakdown.
What do you think so far?
What do you think so far?
Well, Ben Cracknell's lighting is like a real star of the show. It's almost a character on its own. The amount of work it's doing is incredible, and once again, he stands out a mile. Performances, some of them I love, some of them not so much. What about you?
I'm really enjoying it, actually. I was a bit like, oh my god, an evening around Lloyd Webber. Really, I've lived with this stuff. I'm a bit over it. Actually, it's really exciting. It's moving quite nicely. Really good medleys, great vocals, and I agree, the lighting just adds the cherry on the top. It is pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Fellow leggers,
we're here on Orton Square, named after Leicester born and bred Joe Orton, the playwright.
I never knew that.
Recently renamed this space after him in his honour.
Wow,
you learn something new every day. Not only are we theatre reviewers, but we're also like educationalists.
Wow, and we're at the end of the show.
Yes, at the Leicester Curve, an evening. The music of, not even an evening with, because he wasn't here, but the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Well, you say he wasn't here. We did have pre-recorded snippets throughout the show.
Reminded me of Sondheim on Sondheim, that way that they talks about how the music came about and his career and fun anecdotes. And do you know what?
I like the guy.
But can you forgive him for what he did to Patti LuPone?
Well, that's another story.
Is
That's
it?
between Patty and Andrew. And do
is.
you know what? They go into the story of why this is quite important. Like, just before COVID started, like, one of the last performances was when they had Phantom of the Opera here, and he was saying that he never knew that when the chandelier fell, that would be the end of theatre for so long, 15
Yeah.
months, and how delighted he is to be back here
In Leicester.
in Leicester
Specifically
specifically,
Yeah.
saying, do you know what, I'm bringing my shows back.
Yeah.
So there's a really nice link to the whole situation, to everything's been happening, and a real nice emotional touch. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed the show.
Yeah, and that's the
I
point.
didn't expect to.
No, because
But I
you
did.
think of Andrew Lloyd Webber, and if you're anything like us and you've been around the block a bit,
It's
you've
been done
heard
1,000
these
times.
numbers.
I know
They've
these
been
numbers.
done to death.
Everything
You know-
on TV are these numbers.
Yeah,
Memory.
just like when you think musical theatre, you
Sunset
get an
Boulevard,
Andrew Lloyd Webber,
Phantom.
and it leaves you wondering: can I listen to this again and enjoy it afresh, anew?
2.5 hours?
Yeah. Well, will they breathe new life into it? And the answer is yes.
Yes, they did.
They bloody did.
I have really enjoyed it, and it's
Yeah.
not just because we haven't been really to the theatre for the last 15 months. Like,
No.
I really enjoyed myself. What they did creatively, the talent on stage, the lighting,
Yeah.
the sound, the performances. I really enjoyed the
And
whole
I
thing.
think you've hit the nail on the head there. It's not just, if you're expecting a concert version, someone, front and centre, blasting a Sunset Boulevard number, Rhea Jones doing, as if we never said goodbye again. No, you don't. You
not.
get so much more than that in the production. And you get so much more than that in Ben Cracknell's lighting. Can we just say, Break a Leg nomination,
Yeah.
award nomination,
The-
Ben
the show's
Cracknell,
great for
best
the lighting.
lighting. It's a character on its own.
I
Like,
was
that's
just
how I would
watching,
explain it.
like-
It lives.
When you weren't sure, like, should I applaud now, or is this a segue? The lighting dictated what we should be doing. at certain moments.
Clever
It's
little
brilliant.
bastard is what I would call him. He's a
Really
clever
good
boy.
in terms of musical direction and musical sculpting. Like the segues between numbers, the medleys, I thought were great. A fantastic opening a cappella medley,
Yeah.
which on its own I thought this should be on like the Royal Variety Show.
To orchestrate
Andrew Lloyd
that
Webber,
a cappella.
like get that cast of 7, 8, however many it was,
Yeah.
and put that on the Royal Variety Show. That a cappella arrangement, I thought
So
was
let's
brilliant.
just bow down to Nikolai Foster as director to bring
Yep.
those creative elements together, to see those numbers and to think, how can we make them fresh? He did such a good job.
Yep.
Just going to take a moment to applaud some of the cast here. Well done, guys. We absolutely adored you. What a dream
Thanks.
come
I haven't
true.
got my glasses on.
So thank you. We're YouTube reviewers. Can
Oh.
you come and say hi? We're the Break-a-Leggers. We'll stand right back. We've got the two Tims, and we've got the
Two
lovely
Tims and a
Shem. Two Tims and a Shem. How do they differentiate you in rehearsal? How did Nick go? Tim. Have you got Nick?
Tim H, Tim
Australia.
Ho.
Tim H.
Tim Ho and Tim Rowe.
With an Australian accent. Tim Ho.
Tim Ho and Tim Rowe.
I'll take the hoe.
But yes, say hi to our lovely fellow leggers.
Hey.
We're just saying, come and see these guys. What a dream come true to hear you sing those wonderful numbers. And we were saying that we get quite, not bored of them, but you hear them so many times.
Things they get done all the time.
You wonder
We're
what
thinking
you're gonna
surely
get
there can be
from them
nothing
again.
new.
I think there's
Yeah.
a reason why they're done so much, because they're good.
Yeah,
and
they
you know,
are.
I think that, and to bring them back here and to open this theater was after what we've all been through, like the audience as well, they were. We were all kind of going, what's going to happen?
They have a new meaning.
And we take it while we can get it now, and this is it.
They do, and as if we never said goodbye, has a resonance
Yeah.
now that it hadn't before COVID.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
absolutely beautiful, all of
Well,
you,
thank
and
you.
hopefully
Thank
this will
you
be the
guys
start
for-
of a big Lloyd Webber career for you. There's
We
so
have
many
no
roles
doubt.
I'd
Of
love
course,
to
it's a million.
see you in.
Like I was
Yeah.
like, of course, there'll be a fantastic. Listen, he's great. He's super talented.
saving
He's
them
very
all up.
humble.
That's good, but an absolute dream come true for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thanks
a
for
lot.
being
We
here.
appreciate it, and thank you so much for filming.
And we're going to be sending people your way. Come
Hey,
to Leicester Curd.
Please come. Look at the
Excellent.
sky. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It is
It is beautiful. The
Thank
reviews
you
will hopefully be
so
beautiful.
much.
So,
Thank
Thank you so
Take
much.
care.
Well,
Take care.
thank you.
Just a few cast members there.
Just a few cast members.
Talented cast members
Bloody
there.
talented, and I've got to say, Break a Leg Award nomination for Tim Howard here. I don't.
You were
think-
touched.
Touched is not the word, but fellow leggers.
Emotionally touched.
It takes a lot to make me stand,
to
right?
melt this heart.
But to hear him do the Phantom of the Opera number with
Music of the night.
incredible.
Oh, no, you mean
Jess
the Phantom
Daly.
of the
Yeah,
Opera?
the actual.
the actual Phantom of the Opera.
The title number
Yeah.
with Jessica Daly. Again, Break a Legger's nomination for Jessica Daly.
She's
Are they both
she's amazing.
leading
She's not
actress in
fantastic.
a
She's
movie?
amazing.
We don't have a category for like concert performance one-off sort of you know, what would she be, leading actress in the musical?
Supporting
I guess
actress?
supporting actress.
Supporting actress
We'll
in
work it out
musical.
by the time. It'll be on the screen by the time we get it. But anyway, I would say to hear Tim Howard and Jess sing Phantom of the Opera, and to have these two soaring voices, the tone and the ability, I was off my seat. And to hear him do Music of the Night, tears. I know.
I've never heard it sung so well live.
I know it for the rest of
Never
my
sung
life.
it.
I'll never hear it sang that good again.
No.
I will never
It was
hear it
something
sang that
special.
well again.
He said that
Ever.
he's done Phantom in the West End,
Yeah.
and I would have loved to have been in the audience to experience that. And I think the great thing
Yeah.
is we've got the experience of all of that experience that he's got from that to bring it to here.
Yes.
And just to go, this is it. I'm only doing it for a few
Incredible.
weeks. I'm not going to get bored with it, so I can give it up my everything.
And I don't
It's
mean
brilliant.
to blow smoke up his arse, but Nikolai Foster, he has shown that he's a guy that people want to work with. To be able to pick up the phone and make this happen and call upon such a talented cast and them to go, yeah, I want to work with Nick. Yeah, you know, I'll be there for you. It speaks to the creative genius that to run this space and to make use of this space as well as he had.
Absolutely.
People are clambering over themselves to get here, right?
It's very much community theatre. They had someone locally, a young girl singing the Requiem number,
And the
Pie
young
Jesu, young ensemble,
yeah,
young company.
young
like
company.
it's integrated.
They're all here
They
as well.
said as the opening speech, "This is your theatre, Leicester," and it is very much that. It's a community space. Anybody else in the cast?
No, but
That you
just
haven't spoken
all one.
about.
Oh, sorry, yes, Karen. Karen. My God, I've never heard "Take That Look Off Your Face" sang with
so well.
such such
Such
almost,
young-
and venom as well. Take your look off your face of the anger. I felt the anger in that number for the first time ever because of Karen Mavan-Dukuri. She was just amazing.
Sounded brilliantly.
Sounded brilliant.
Sounded
Break a Leg
brilliant.
is award nomination for you.
Another Break a Leg
Another one.
nomination. It was a really good show.
good
Like
show.
I was just thinking some boring concert by Lloyd Webber, but no,
Yep.
it was good. Right, should we
All
wrap
the
this
numbers
up?
that you expect to hear are here, guys. And as
Really
a
good medleys.
As a result, for the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber, the stories and songs that made the musicals, here at Curve Leicester, we are going to give
5 stars
The
for
full
this piece.
5 stars.
Really enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You will not
Yeah,
be disappointed.
You won't. And you know, it is a joy to be back in the theatre after so long. But it's not just that. If it was awful, we would say it was awful.
I
But
enjoyed
the problem
it.
is, it's bloody not.
I enjoyed
not
the concert.
problem.
I enjoyed the Lloyd
Yeah.
Webber little sequences. I enjoyed how it's put together, the arrangement, the sound, the lighting, the company, the cast.
It's just what
It's
he
great.
thinks.
That's just what I thought.
It's just what I thought as well. But what do you think? Come to the Curve, guys. Get back in the theatre. Get back in your seats. Have a shared experience. You're not going to regret it.
Anyway, with Break Leggers.
And we'll catch you again soon.
Bye.